Here I have written one method which is in get dues. One is value of type integer, another one is value of type integer with some default value assigned. Here I am performing division and printing it. Now try to call this method get due. Here if you see there are two methods. Actually we have declared only one method, but to call there are two methods to call. One is simply with value, another one is value with div. Here since we have given division default value for div, some default value which is 1, so this we may or may not be passing. It is our decision whether you pass it, no problem. If you do not pass, no problem. Here I'm simply passing 100, and here I'm passing get reduce 110. When you pass 10, this value will be considered. When you do not pass any div value, 1 will be considered. Okay, here first time we have not passed anything, so 1 is considered. 100 by 1, you got 1 only. Here we passed div some value 10, 100 by 10, which is 10. Okay, this is another type of method, functions with default value. Default valued functions. Okay, there is one more type which is optional. Func. Example what we can take. Get full name. Get full name. Here I'm passing first name is of type string, second name, last name is of type string, which returns the string. Here, why I have declared last name as optional means everybody may not contain a last name. Everybody may not contain a last name, so I have declared it as optional. If let me call this method return first name plus last name. Here let last name if available, return first name plus some space plus last name. If user has no last name, return only first name. Why do we need extra space here? Okay, but I don't want to pass any extra space here, so simply passing first name itself. Okay, get full name in ready. If assume that I do not have any last name, where I can pass get full name here dn ready. I do not have any last name. In that case, you can pass nil. You cannot ignore this value. You need to pass at least nil. This is optional, right? Optional can hold a value or nil. Here we are passing value. Here we are passing nil. Okay. Here it won't accept. If you here in case of integer, if you put nil, it won't accept because it is specifically expecting integer. Here it is specifically clearly declared that either string or nil. Let me print. I can put functions in print statement as well. Here dn ready and greedipalli. At the bottom, I do not have any first name. Assume that if I do not have any first name, I can pass nil. This is called only dn ready is printed. What I mean to say here is the input arguments can also be optionals. The output also can also be optionals. You just need to declare. You just need to specify question mark. Okay. Functions can also deals with optionals. That is what I am trying to say here. Okay, the inputs can be optionals, the output also can be optionals. One more function, let me give get let us perform some operations now, some functions, some examples. I want to get the given number is even or odd. How to get func is even, and I am giving the number is after integer. The return is either true or false, even, right? Either true or false. True or false can be boolean, can hold by the boolean. Returning number percentile to double equal to 0. If this condition is true, then it returns true, otherwise false. Print is even 10, is even 13, is even 255. I'm getting output here. I'm just printing that output here by using print function. First is true, 13 is false, is not boolean. 255 is also not, sorry, 255 also not even, not boolean, not even. Okay, this is simple function. Let me write one more function. Let me print only even numbers between between 1 to 100. And even numbers from the int 2 is after int, which is not printing anything. Okay, for I in from to if I percentile to double equal to 0, print I here. Even numbers. Okay, what I'm doing, I am taking two inputs. One is from, another one is to. I want to display even numbers between from and to. From and to means in the for loop I am passing the values from to. Assume that it is 10 and 20. I am passing 10 and 20. The values between 10 and 20 I am passing to a for loop. Each time one value will be taken inside. First time it is 10 percentile to double equal to 0. If 10 is 10%, 10 properly divisible by 2 and the remainder is 0, then it is even number. Again 11 will come inside, same thing will be performed. 11 percentile to double equal to 0. Again 12, 13, 14 and so on 20. This is what I'm trying to do here. Func, how to call this? Print even numbers between 10 and 100. Okay, all even numbers are printed: 10, 12, 14 and so on, 98 and 100. Okay. One more thing is functions with labels. Here we have used for, right? From to. Okay, this is clear only. From to is prime. Input value is after integer. Again, true or false. How to check whether the given number is prime or not? It should be having only two, what we can say, divisibles. Let's say if 5 is there, it should be divisible by 1 and 5 only. A number which is divisible by 1 and 5, 1 and itself, that is called prime number. Here I got some input here. If you see here, there are two labels. This is called label actually. To give additional extent, additional intent of the method, basically additional intent. Additional intent in the sense to give much clarity. Here instead of calling, if you see, is prime If you pass value 10 and if you pass input or else value to check. Is from value to check 10. This is much clear. This is much clear. This is called labeling. Functions with labels. Okay, which gives more context of the function. Value to check and value we're passing something. Instead of using this value here, this text here, we can use some additional text to specify, to give you more clarity while reading. Is from value to check 10 here. How to check if is prime how to check the prime number, even I forgot, let me try. For I in from 2 to value to check value if value percentile 2 double equal to percentile I, sorry, percentile I'll explain what logic I'm writing here. 0 false. Let's say I got 10. What we need to make sure that the 10 should be divisible by only 1 and the same number 10. We know 10 can be completely divisible by 1 and 10. So what we need to check? We need to check whether the given number is divisible by 2 and so on, 9, 2 to 9. Okay, I'm giving 2 here. 9 means value minus 1, right? I'm using range operator, half open range operator. Last value will not be considered, right? I'm using half open range. Here I need to use 9 actually. 9, how to use 9? If you use like this, till 10, that will be considered. If I use value till 10, that is considered. If you use less than here, the last value will not be considered. So 2 to 9 only goes inside. I got first time I got 2, 10 percentile 2 equal to 0, which is true, which returns false. Otherwise, written at the end true. Let me show you the result here. Print is prime. Actually, there is something. 11 is prime number actually. 13 is also prime number. 17, 9 is also a prime number. 9 is prime. No, right? 7 is prime number. See the result here. 10 is not prime. 11 is prime. 13 is prime. Even 7 is also prime. A number which is having only 2 divisibles. The 2 are 1 and itself. That is called the prime number. Okay, like this we can use many functions. We keep writing many functions day by day. Any doubts here?